प्रकाश, इस वाले से शुरू करना।
So, last but not the least, if we are talking about the roadmap to web development, so first of all, there are a lot of career paths in web development. We are having front end, back end, React for framework specific. We are having engineers as well. What is the difference between them, and what are the things they are doing, and what's the roadmap?
So this actually is a very, very long discussion, but I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. So the roadmap basically depends upon what you want to actually do. So let's discuss about the profile first. So there is something called as front-end developer. There is something called as back-end developer. There is something called as full-stack developer. Now there are developers specific to this tech stack as well. HTML, CSS developer, JavaScript developer, React developer, Node developer, and all of these things developer, Django developer, all the things. But you have to understand one thing. When they say React developer, they are also expecting HTML, CSS, JavaScript. That is basically a front-end developer. When they say Node.js developer, they are expecting HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? And Express, Node and MongoDB also. So that is again a full-stack developer. So there are only two profiles, right? One is a front-end developer, one is a full-stack developer, which has front-end and back-end both. Now, the broader roadmap basically could be you learn HTML, CSS, you learn JavaScript, pick any framework between React, Angular, Vue, whatever you want. And then when you go to the backend, you start with Express, right? You learn how RESTful APIs work. Then you learn the database MongoDB. You also learn authentication as well, right? How does authentication works? Because you have to authenticate a user, right? There is something called as authentication and authorization as well, right? Authorization basically is, let's say for example, there is a seller who wants to sell something. So that is an authorized user. So this is basically the broader roadmap. And instead of this thing, you can add different frameworks as well. Let's say instead of Node.js, you can add Django, you can add Flask as well. And when you are in this journey, you have to make projects at every stop. When you learn HTML, CSS, make a project with HTML, CSS. When you add JavaScript, make a project with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. When you add React, make a project with all the four tech stack. When you add Express and MongoDB as well, then you make a project with that as well. Then when you add authentication, you make a project with all of these things as well. So when you talk in a very broader perspective, you'll have a lot of different projects when you actually learn all of these things. So at least you should have 10 to 12 projects when you follow this proper roadmap. So this is basically the broader roadmap of learning web development and making projects and doing a lot of exercises. That's it.
Okay. So, in a nutshell, like full stack development is the one who is unbeatable in this field, right? Who knows front end, back end, and the frameworks.
Right.
Am I right? Exactly. Okay. It's same like in data science. Data scientist is the one who knows the data analysis, and till then the entry level is HTML, CSS, and JS. Okay. And the same thing I'm talking about for a fresher. Okay. What's the average salary bracket or internship that they can get based on full stack as per the frameworks?
So I'll tell you the salary of front-end developer for a fresher. This will boggle your mind, right? So if you are a front-end developer, right, you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, you made at least 5 projects, right? Which are, even if it has mock backend. When I say project, all the projects should have user engagement. Let's say an e-commerce, a social media, health tracker, right? A habit tracker, something like that. And you know GitHub as well. You know how GitHub works. You can create branches as well. You can do push, pull, commit, all those things, right? You can expect somewhere around 10 lakhs per annum, even as a fresher, because all of these skills that I'm telling you, it requires at least 1 year experience to get all of these skills. But you can develop all of these skills on your own by making these projects. So for a fresher, you can expect somewhere around 10 lakhs per annum. And I know people being fresher who have cracked these 10 lakhs per annum without DSA. Now just imagine when you add DSA and when you add backend, it goes up to somewhere around 15 to 16 lakhs per annum, even if you're a fresher, right? Then as your experience, as you are more experienced, just keep on adding the numbers, and within 5 to 6 years, your salary can go somewhere near 30 lakhs per annum easily. So that's why web gives a lot of money. That's why, a lot of people are coming into web by taking money as a motivation, but keep motivation career, because it has a good career and good money as well. So just that's the salary bracket of a fresher person in front end and back end both.
That's great, and that's many times better than the basic package that we are getting for the college. Yes, that's great. I was about to ask you like how to apply for these companies if you are, but that's again a very big topic, very broad topic. It's an umbrella, it's an ocean. So I'll ask you in some other question, because this is the series that we are going to continue everything about Beep, and that Beep can be data science. We are going to discuss about different tech stacks here. This one is for everything about web development. Thank you so much, Prakash.
Thank you Ashish.
And we are, as I've told you, we are going to have more such sessions in this domain. If you like this, please like it, subscribe. Do let us know in the comments what are the different tech stack you want to discuss, what are the topics that you want to discuss. We'll be more than happy to answer your queries. And thank you. Bye.